Hi, Jackson.
Hello.
Hopefully my computer will hold up here. I had a session yesterday where it crashed twice, right in the middle of
Uh-oh.
a tutoring session.
I already emailed you what we need to do today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I told you. I got a 84 on my test.
I heard. That's what your mom sent me in an email. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like all the hard work you've been putting in is starting to pay off.
Yep.
Uh-oh. I don't like this message. Is this a PDF file by chance? No.
No.
Here, let me get it off of here and close this out. Okay. Google Chrome really takes a lot of memory. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with these. I just have done a session on them. So which one do you want to look at?
Just start at 1.
Okay. So to synthetically divide this, what do I need to write across the top?
The coefficients for each one of the...
So you tell me what to write.
3, -5, 0, or no, 1, and then -2.
You do have to put in a 0 if there's any missing powers of x.
Yeah.
But in this case there are not. What goes in the half square?
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. I don't know where you got that.
Where I got what?
Or, like, how to find that number that goes in that.
It's the solution to this linear factor. In other words, x minus 2 equals 0, so x equals 2. So we put the solution in.
Oh, okay.
Okay? It's almost always just the opposite sign, but not always. In other words, this might be 3x minus 2, and then you'd be synthetically dividing by 2/3.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So what's the first step of synthetic division?
It's divided by x minus 2.
If you can remember the first step of synthetic division, the rest of it comes easy.
Are you just dividing each number by x minus 2?
No? The first step is to drop the first number all the way down.
Okay.
Now, multiply 2 times 3, put it there. Now we're adding instead of subtracting. In long division, you're subtracting, but in synthetic division, you're adding. Now we multiply 2 times 1, put it there. Add those two. Multiply 2 times 3, put it there. Add those two, and that's your remainder. So the resultant, notice that if we take a cubic and we divide it by linear, we get a quadratic. So this answer is 3x squared plus x plus 3 with a remainder of 4 divided by our divisor, x minus 2.
Okay.
So really that is the answer.
Okay.
Okay? And you have something called a rational factor or a zero remainder theorem that says that if this remainder is not 0, then x minus 2 is not a factor of that polynomial. And 2 is not a 0. In other words, in order for this to be a factor of this polynomial, you must get a 0 in this final spot there.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you've got one problem on here that the answer in the book is wrong. No, I just realized what happened. She gave me the wrong exponent. Okay, now I get it. She didn't send me, my student that has your similar teacher, she didn't send me this page. She verbalized them to me. And this number 5, she verbalized wrong. She verbalized it 5t squared. And so I got an answer that just was completely way off of what was in the book. Now I see why. Okay. What do you want to do next? Which one?
Just go all the way down to number, I believe, 11.
Odds only?
No, all of them.
All of them? So you want to do 2 next?
Yep.
Okay. So give me the string of coefficients that I want to write across the top.
2, -4, -2, and 5.
-7 and 5.
Oh yeah, -7, sorry.
Okay. What goes in the box?
X equals 3.
Yeah. In other words, just set that equal to 0 and solve for it.
Okay.
Okay? That's really the way to do it. Okay? What's the first step?
Put that number 2 down.
Bring down the 2.
Yeah.
Bring down the 2. What goes here?
6.
What goes here?
2.
What goes here?
And 6.
What goes here?
-1.
And here?
-3.
And here.
And 2.
Okay, so what's my answer?
You have a remainder of 2, so...
Well, what's the primary polynomial?
2x squared plus 2x minus 1. The remainder of 2 over x minus 3.
Yes. Just exactly like that. Okay? Again?
Alright, number 3, we have 1, 3, -2, and -6. And then in the little box is -3. And you drag the 1 down, and then it's -3, so it goes 0, and then 0, so -2, and then 6, and then 0.
Ah, I got a 0. That means that x plus 3 is a factor of that polynomial. And the resultant polynomial?
X squared plus 0x minus 2.
Okay. And that's all we need to do. We weren't asked to find the zeros. We were just asked to do the synthetic division. So this is the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The next one it's number 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it goes 3, -2, 1, and 4. And then the little box, it's -1.
You can see where my cursor is pointed?
Yeah.
I'll just point it there and you give me the answer.
3, -3, -5, and 6, or 5, 6, -6, -2.
So the final answer?
Hold on. The final answer is 3x squared minus 5x plus 6 with a remainder of -2 divided by x plus 1.
You don't even need to write the fact that it's a remainder. In other words, that's actually the proper answer right there.
Okay.
At least in my book. I hope that's what your teacher tells you to do.
Yeah.
All right. This one.
It skips a variable, so you have to put a 0 in for it.
Okay.
So the first one is 1, second one is 5, third one is 0, fourth one's -2, and then -7. And then that box is -5. Drag the 1 down, then it goes -5, 0, 0, 0, 0, -2, 10, and then 3.
Answer?
X squared
Hold on.
minus...
Hold on.
Wait.
Well, first of all, we're in T.
Yeah.
But remember, this answer is going to be one level less than this exponent.
Yeah.
So that thing has to be T cubed.
Okay, so it's then T cubed minus 2. The remainder of 3 over T plus 5.
Yeah, that's what she got. Or that was what's in the back of the book. It's amazing how if you change one little number on these polynomials, it makes a gigantic difference.
Yeah.
Okay, number 6.
Ooh, this one's a longer one. The first one is 2, then -5, -12, 2, and then -8. Then the box is 4.
I might do less talking in this session than in any session I've ever had.
Drag the 2 down, and then it's 8, and then 3, 12, 0, 0, 2, and then 8, 0.
Okay.
So you get 2u cubed plus 3u squared plus 2.
That's the answer. Okay.
Alright, the next one skips 1 as well.
Okay, since we only have a half an hour here, you do all of these just fine. How far down do you have to go?
To 11.
Oh, just to 11? Okay, well,
Yeah.
might as well just do them all, I guess, huh? I want to make sure we look at 9. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll definitely have time for that.
Okay. So let's do 7.
Alright. The first number is 2. Second one is -7. Third one's 0. Fourth one is 7, and then the fifth one is 6. Then the box is 3. And drag the 2 down. It's 6, -1, -3, -3, -9, -2, -6, 0.
See, the beauty of synthetic division is you get to add. Whereas when you do long division, you have to subtract, and adding is always easier than subtracting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this answer?
It'll be 2s cubed minus 1s squared minus 3s and then minus 2.
Okay.
And then 8 skips one as well. It goes 1, 0, -4, 1, and then 4. The box is -2. Drag the 1 down. -2, -2, 4, 0, 0, 1, -2, 2. So it is y cubed minus 2y squared plus 1 with a remainder of 2 over y plus 2.
Okay.
We have our last quiz on Wednesday, and that's why I wanted to get this session in today.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. This is fun. I'd love to see you be able to do all these great. So,
yeah.
Okay, this is kind of interesting one. There's a certain symmetry of the universe at play here. The answer to this one is going to surprise you.
So is it just like a normal problem? Setting it up?
Yeah. No, it's just the answer is interesting.
So is it just 1 and then -1?
No. All those missing
Oh,
levels.
wait, yeah. Yeah, sorry, it'd be 1, then 0, 0, 0, 0, and then -1. And then in the box is 1. So drop the 1 down. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0.
So it is a factor, and what's the answer?
It's going to be x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd plus x to the 2 plus x plus 1.
Now, isn't that an interesting answer to that problem?
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Alright, and then 10, I'm assuming is the same
I haven't done
as
10.
a deal.
I haven't done 10. We didn't get to 10. So let's try 10. Okay?
Alright, so the first letters or number is 1, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then -1. Then the box is -1. Drag the 1 down. -1, -1.
It's going to be different. Oh, maybe it isn't. Whoops, hold on. Excuse me. Boy, it's easy to make a mistake when you go too fast here.
Yeah.
This is going to alternate.
Yeah, so then 1, 1, -1, -1, 1, 1, -1, -1, 1, 0.
So this is what?
So it's going to be x to the 5th minus x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd minus x squared plus x minus 1.
These are looking a lot like infinite series. It's exactly what's going on here. Okay. Now I get it.
All right, hold on. Let me grab another sheet of paper for 11.
Okay.
Did you see that Gronkowski tore his ACL?
I heard about it, yeah. Yeah, that's, I guess that's good for Denver, huh?
Yes, it is, but I'm devastated.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a wicked injury that Wesley Walker took. Did you see the replay of that? It looked like his head got snapped over.
Oh, yeah, I saw
wicked.
that.
They said he had a concussion, but it looked to me like he was going to have a sore neck.
Yeah. Alright, so 11, the first number is going to be 2, and then 1, and then 0, and then -1, and then -2. And the box is going to be -1. Drag the 2 down, -2, -1, 1, 1, -1, -2, 2, 0.
The answer?
2x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 2.
Okay. What else you got? Anything else?
Yeah, I have one more thing.
Okay. How about dividing this by an imaginary number? Do you have to do that?
No, we haven't talked about that.
Okay. Works exactly the same. In other words, notice that in this sample here where they're dividing by z plus 2i, we're going to put in the box minus 2i. And then everything works the same even though you end up with complex numbers like this. That works.
Okay.
So you can divide by imaginary numbers using synthetic division also. Now, on something like 13, what are you going to put in the box?
13.
I know you don't have to do that one, but
Would it be -1/2?
yes. In other words, you set this equal to 0, solve for it, and that's what you put in the box.
Okay.
Okay? All right. What else you got? Let me guess. On direct and inverse relationships.
Yes, it is.
Surface area of a sphere. That one?
Yes, that is one of them, actually.
Is directly related to the square of the radius.
Yep.
So I don't want to know the formula for surface area of a sphere. I mean, I know what it is, but we don't want to write it. We want to write that. Because when you say something is directly proportional, it means that there is some constant, and it's that variable in the numerator, and in this case, it's directly proportional to the square of the radius. So I'm going to write it like that. And then the information they give you is that if a ball has a 64 pi surface area, when the radius is 4, what would a ball whose radius is 20 be? Well, all of these problems, the first step is always to solve for k.
Okay.
Okay? Always. In other words, always set up the general formula, plug in the variables they give you. In other words, they give you surface area given a radius of 4. This is going to allow you to solve for k.
Okay.
K is equal to 4 pi. So the specific equation for this problem is surface area equals 4 pi r squared. There is the specific equation. So now when they say, what is the surface area of a beach ball that has 20 centimeters, I can just plug that in. I know what K is now, so I plug in the 20, and I get 1,600 pi centimeters squared.
Okay. Yeah, tomorrow in our session we'll definitely be going over this. We don't have much time left today, but definitely tomorrow.
Okay. Well, there's one
What
more.
have we?
There was one more that was inversely proportional to the t.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the thing? Oh, it's the number of teeth, a gear.
Yeah, it says
So
the
the
speed of the gears. Yeah.
Speed is inversely proportional to the number of teeth. So there's the first thing I write based on inverse proportionality. Okay?
Okay.
And then they said that the speed of 30, when you had 36 teeth,
Yes.
that allows me to solve for k. What's k equal to?
Well, it's like, it's whatever 36 times 30 is. Yeah.
1080.
Okay.
So now I can write the specific equation, which is the speed is equal to 1080 over t, the number of teeth. And now it says, so what's the speed if there are 24 teeth? Right?
Yep.
So speed equals 1080 divided by 24. That number is 45 rotations per second or minute or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that's how you want to do all problems related to direct or inverse relationships. Is the very first step is to solve for that k. Is to set it up as an equation with k in it, and then solve for k given the two variables that they give you.
Okay.
Okay? And it won't always, in other words, the first one was directly proportional to the square of r. So the general equation was this.
Okay.
If you've had any physics, the force of gravity is proportional directly to the mass of the two objects and inversely proportional to the distance squared.
Okay.
Or I guess I should use a d there. And this k ends up being 9.8 meters per second or 32 feet per second squared. In other words, but they could give you that as a problem. They might say the force between two objects is directly proportional to the mass of each and indirectly proportional or inversely proportional to the square of the distance. That's the way I would write that. And then they would give you this, 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 and this, and you'd solve for k, and then you would have the specific equation, and then they would give you just mass 1, mass 2, and distance, and ask you for the force between a secondary.
Okay.
And I'm sure that's about as tough as you're going to get in terms of those kind of questions.
Yeah.
All right. So
Are we scheduled for next or tomorrow?
We are. In fact, we have an hour scheduled. Let me just
What?
Let me check my calendar here. Just double check what time it is. Make sure my computer doesn't crash when I open this, because I have been having problems lately with it. I mean, that was bad news. That crashed twice with a student yesterday. I wasn't even able to finish.
Do you have any more sessions today?
I do. I have one at 8 right now. Yeah, tomorrow from 7 to 8.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Talk to you tomorrow, Jackson. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.